My head makes it a bigger deal than it really is. Discombobulated. Or so I thought. In fact, we had 4. We had 4. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know what's going on with my hair. They always decide to play and go crazy as soon as I turn the light on. Sorry. We'll come in here because these girls are quiet. So we have Rosalina, Rose, and Valentina, or we call her Val. And then here's our very first animal, Lucina, or Luce. So sweet. Anyway, so welcome back to my channel. I am all over the place today. Whenever my routine gets, or not my routine, whenever my plan gets changed, it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes I change it myself due to various reasons. Sometimes other people change my plans. It's all okay. It's not a big deal. But my head makes it a bigger deal than it really is. And sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore or whatever. Like I full spiral. I'm working on it. I'm so much better than I used to be. Okay. Depending on the plan will depend on what happens. And that's just, I'm not good with change sometimes. So like if I have a plan set in my head, I'm like, this is what's happening. So if it gets changed, I'm discombobulated. Well, this morning I kind of got discombobulated a little bit. Not in a bad way. Somebody needed me to help cover their shift. I was like, I can cover part of it. I can help you out a little bit. So like, it's totally fine. I'm not upset about it at all. Things happen. I realize that. Things happen. It's totally fine. But with all that being said, I was in the process of having my me time, relaxing, slowly getting ready for the day, gonna work out, all this stuff. So I had my coffee, I'd woken up, I journaled, I got Nick out the door, got to say bye to him, all that stuff before I got the text. So I took breakfast with me. I had it at work. I didn't work out, totally fine. But I quickly got ready. And so I felt rushed. So then I was all discombobulated when I showed up for work. And now I'm just like, okay, I'm still doing everything that I planned. This is going to be a deep clean with me video. So I'm still deep cleaning the house because it really needs it. I'm also mowing the lawn this afternoon. Again, it really needs it. So I'm still doing what I plan to do. It's just later in the day, which is fine. It's a little afternoon right now. I got home around 11:15 and I was like, I need to just decompress for a minute because my mind is all discombobulated. So I decompressed for a little bit just to kind of like get my bearings back because I like rushed out the door this morning, which again, totally fine. Things happen. It's totally fine. Like I could have said no if I really wanted to, but I'm like, I want to help you out as much as I can, but I also need to get stuff done around this house, which I can do. I don't really want to do it in the evening because who wants to do it in the evening? And Saturday, my parents are coming over, so I don't really want to do it Saturday. I could do it in the morning, and I know Nick would help me, but I'm like, he has a full 40-hour, sometimes he's there for a bit later, so like 40, sometimes a little bit more hour work day, or work week, not day, work week. So on the weekends, I don't want him to have to be like helping me clean and do a bunch of stuff around the house, even though he's totally fine with helping. It's our house. You know, he wants to help. He wants to, you know, do things and stuff. But I'm like, well, I have more time where I'm at home. Let me do it so he doesn't have to worry about it. You know, you feel me? Like, I don't want him to have to think about another thing. So I put it all on me, which is totally fine. And so anyway, So all that to say, I'm still cleaning the house today. My mind is jumbled. So anyway, so we are going to start. I'm going to clean the inside of the house. We're doing a deep clean. That's the goal. That's the goal. We're going to do deep clean. I'm going to put some music on. I'm hoping that once I get into cleaning, I'm just going to go. Because as soon as I had to rush out the door and everything just got jumbled, I was slowly losing motivation to clean. So I'm hoping it comes back to me when I start cleaning, but I might just start in the bathroom. I think I want to snake the drain again. It's starting to drain slow again. We did have to bathe the boys a couple times. I bathed Rose once, and I got all of the fur that I could after I bathed them and like as I was bathing them. But I know I didn't get all of it. I know some of it got down there. I try and get all of my hair when I wash it. I know I don't get all of it. I do the best that I can. Okay. But anyway, I would like to snake the drain. So I think I'm going to start in the bathroom, then go from there. And then we're also going to mow. But I think I want to start getting like some motivation going and also start warming up a little bit because I'm kind of cold and it's cold outside. The sun is shining, so it's drying the grass as well because it's been raining a ton, which is why I need to mow the lawn again. And it's also kind of thick, so I'm letting the sun dry the grass as much as possible now, so that way it's easier to mow, and then also warms up a little bit more. I think it's in like the 50s today, so not ideal, but it's fine. We'll warm up cleaning the house, and then we'll warm up mowing. But anyway, okay, I need to stop procrastinating, stop blabbering, and clean. So, also, I don't know what's going on with my hair, but it's stained, so that's all that matters. Okay, let's clean. I did a deep clean-ish. Let me explain. So a couple days ago, I got home from work and Nick had cleaned the house, which was so nice of him. I didn't ask him to do it or anything. He just decided to. He does that every so often and I do really appreciate it. But again, like I said earlier, I normally don't ask him to do it. I normally just do it just because he's got a lot on his plate, okay? So if it's one less thing that I can put on his plate, I do it. And for the most part, I normally enjoy cleaning. Sometimes I get less motivation to like do it and stuff, but overall, I like cleaning. I just jam out to music, right? It's a nice time. So I came home the other day and Nick had cleaned the house. He wiped down all the surfaces, he vacuumed, did all the things. So I didn't wipe down every single surface. I cleaned the bathroom. I took all of my books off the shelves. I wiped those down. I cleaned like the table, the kitchen counters a little bit, and like the oven, which I didn't film. And I vacuumed. So it wasn't like a full deep clean because like I said, this house did get cleaned a couple days ago. But there were some things like my books on my bookshelf. Well, I think technically it was Nick's, but anyway, the books on our bookshelf, he's welcome to read them if he wants, but he's not a big reader. Those are my books. So I am going to keep up on that. I'm not going to ask him to move all those. I'm not going to ask him to move those thousands of books, okay? There's not thousands. There's probably not even 100. But anyway, honestly, it might not even be 50. I don't know what Lucas is barking at. But anyway, I'm not going to ask him to do all of that. It is a little tedious. I understand that. But it's mine. It's my thing. I chose to have all these books and do all of this. So anyway, so yeah, I did clean some of the stuff. But now it is 1:15. I just took trash out and I am going to go around the yard. I'm gonna pick up all the dog poop. I'm not gonna film that. You guys don't care. It's really boring, okay? I'm literally picking up all of the dog poop in the yard from the two boys, okay? You know what that is. You don't need to see it. And then I'm going to mow. I might try and get some clips of me mowing in the back, but anyway, that is the next plan of attack. I am going to go around and I am going to pick up all the dog poop and then mow. Oh, I need to make sure that the batteries are charging. They should be, but let me double check that before I fully start everything. So anyway, you're all caught up now. Okay, it is 2:40 now, and I am done. I'm done with mowing the yard. So I went and picked up all the dog poop, right? Then I mowed the front yard. Then when I went to do the backyard, I moved all of their toys, or so I thought. So they have, please hold. Gavin is barking. Please hold. Okay, so anyways, hi Gav. When I went to do the backyard, they have a pig that pretty much only Gavin plays with now, and he loves the pig. That is his favorite toy outside. It just stays outside. It's super gross now, but that's his favorite toy outside. Right, Gav? Yeah, you love your pig. Well, then I know we have a tennis ball, and then we also have a blue tennis ball. I forget how we got the blue tennis ball, but we have a blue tennis ball. And out of all the tennis balls, the blue tennis ball is Gavin's favorite. I don't know why, but it is. So I knew that we had that, okay? I knew we had the blue tennis ball and then the regular tennis ball. And I also knew that there was another tennis ball just a regular tennis ball that I had found, I think it was the last time that I mowed. When I was mowing up front, I found a tennis ball. So I threw it in the backyard for the boys. And so I knew that we had 3 tennis balls, right? So I found one of the regular tennis balls. I found the blue tennis ball. Gavin had the pig. Oh, and we also have a corn. Okay, corn on the cob. It has like the stalk part on it. So I picked all of those up, right? And I set them off to the side so I wouldn't run them over with the lawnmower. Well, then I'm mowing and all of a sudden the mower stops. And I was like, what happened? So I look, I tip it over. I found that tennis ball. I found the tennis ball. I did in fact find a tennis ball. So I broke it, so I just threw it away. So I went on my merry way and I was like, okay, well that was the 3rd tennis ball. I'm in the clear now, so I'm mowing and I'm mowing, and then the mower stops again. And I was like, what the heck? What just happened? We had 4 tennis balls apparently in the yard. Did I in fact run over the 2nd tennis ball that I found? Yes. So I threw it away because it was broken. Would they have probably played with it? Probably. They also don't really play with tennis balls that much either, so I was like, well, can't bounce them or really do anything. So I threw it away. But yeah, so I thought we had 3 tennis balls, and in fact we had 4. We had 4. Now we have 2. But yeah. But it's all good. It's all good. We love finding tennis balls in the thick of the bushy grass because it's been raining like crazy recently. So the grass was luscious and tall, but it wasn't wet anymore because the sun had dried it enough, which was good. But yeah, so I did in fact find 2 tennis balls and ran them over with the lawnmower. So whoopsie. But it's all done. The house is clean. Why did you just lick my boob? No thank you. So now I can rest. My head is killing me. What's new? I feel like that's happening a lot just with the change of weather and stuff. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just sit down and watch something. I might scratch. I kind of want to read. I also kind of want to scratch. And my head's hurting, so I feel like I can't really do either one. Especially scratching, I feel like really bothers my head for some reason. Maybe because I'm looking at something so small. But I don't know. I also don't know what we're gonna do about dinner, but we'll figure that out. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Maybe this is your sign to mow your lawn. Our neighbor has not mowed their lawn yet, and it is very long, and it is kind of frustrating to look at. Yeah, we think that it's like the house is rented. We had other people living there for a while. They are, I think, yeah, I talked about it before. They're the ones that had the 3 American mini bullies. They were so cute. They moved out. Then there were people just like working on the house. And now recently, I think towards the beginning of this year, new people moved in. Hey, Gavin, come. At the beginning of this year, I'm pretty sure it was still like winter when they moved in. Yeah, they have not mowed yet. Like, it's not like I've mowed a ton. This was my 3rd time so far this year mowing the lawn. But their grass is so long, and it's just kind of frustrating to look at, and they're right next to us. So I'm like, but it's fine. Can't really do anything about it. It's their yard, whatever. But anyway, my battery is flashing. It's trying to tell me to stop yapping. So that's gonna be it for this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because it really supports my channel. As always, I love and appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.